Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandon.
This is Ishmael.
Yes, today we're back for another video, father and son. Today is going to be all about Spider-Man back in the MCU, supposedly.
Yay! We're
Yay.
so excited.
Yeah, well, that didn't last long. All the doom and gloom for Spider-Man being gone and not coming back to Marvel and everything.
I'm a huge Spider-Man fan because when they announced that they're coming back, I seriously got so excited I started dancing.
What dance moves did you put on?
I did the dance moves from Spider-Man 3.
Oh God, terrible. The most forgettable movie ever in Spider-Man history.
It wasn't that great.
Yes, well, as far as it goes, Marvel will produce another Spider-Man movie, but as far as the details go, it's only going to be one more. He's going to appear in one more Marvel movie, and then he's going to another standalone Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, so they're going to make a prequel. Well, it's a threequel actually, because it's going to be out of Homecoming and then, what's it called?
Far From Home?
Yeah. So it's going to be coming from those two movies. So, like, everything that happened in that movie will be in the next movie.
And what's the name of this one going to be? I've heard of Can't Go Home, Don't Want to Go Home, I Ain't Got No Home. What do you think?
I don't know. I honestly don't really know.
My Heart Is My Home. Marvel Is My Home?
What about Michelle Is My Home?
Michelle.
Remember Michelle? What's her name?
The
girl?
fake Mary Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually have a date for the new movie. I wrote it down. It's July 16th, 2021. It'll actually be made by John Watts, who's in talks to direct, which he actually made the last two Spider-Man movies.
But Kevin Feige will still be...
Yeah, I mean, he's running the show. He's like head...
he's the head leader.
Yeah, head...
He's the president.
I don't know if he'd be like head producer. Yeah, he's just head of all Marvel. So.
Yeah, he's just the head president of the MCU.
But as far as the director, the guy who makes the movies, the guy John Watts, he made the last two previous Spider-Man. So I guess it only makes sense to let him go ahead and finish up the movies.
Yeah. So yeah, like my dad said, the other two movies that he made were really good. So I think he's a really good producer to be in a Spider-Man movie. Because who's the person that makes the Sony movies?
I don't know, but yeah, let's hope he doesn't ruin the last one like they ruined the other Spider-Man.
For real.
The third one was so corny.
Well, yeah, it was corny.
The last Tobey Maguire movie was awful.
So yeah, so going back to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, so I think it would be a really good idea for him to finish it off. Because he's an amazing producer for Spider-Man. It seems like he's been knowing a lot about Spider-Man, reading comics and all that about him, you know?
Yeah, and as far as we know, like I said, they're only set, I mean, it's like a short-term thing. Only set for one more solo Spider-Man and one more in the Marvel. So that could just be a...
It's gonna, I read about that it was gonna be like, it was gonna be about the future people from Marvel, like the kids Marvel. They're not gonna be adults anymore. They're probably gonna be kids. So like Captain America's son that he had with Peggy Carter will probably come back.
I think that might be more in the future. What movies do you think more in the present that are gonna be made in the next couple of years? Spider-Man could do a cameo in.
Morbius.
Well, also I think Morbius is more in the future. No, I mean as far as like the movies that are coming up in the next couple of years, as far as like Doctor Strange and Wanda. Black Panther movie coming up, Blade, any of those type of movies coming up?
No, I don't think so, because Black Panther 2 would be about, it's gonna be about that dude with the fishing hook. What's his name? He's kind of like Aquaman. I don't know his name in general, but it said what's it called? What's the word? They said it in Avengers Endgame. About like a big ocean riptide happening, right? And
yeah, like earthquakes under the ocean.
Yeah, so it can probably be him, and he probably fights in Wakanda too.
And I'm hoping they're going to introduce Storm, because Storm is actually in Egypt. She's from Africa, and actually in the comics, Storm and Black Panther actually are in a relationship at one time. So that'd be a cool way to bring some of the X-Men in. Have Storm meet
Black Panther.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and For Doctor Strange 2, I don't really think so. Because I don't really think so. It's gonna probably be more about Doctor Strange and Wanda in that one.
Yeah, and also Vision probably going to come up in that. Yeah, we're not sure, but like I said, Spider-Man is supposed to appear in one of the Marvel movies coming up. But I think they probably will extend their contract. But also, Spider-Man is also going to be in the Venom verse.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Venom. I'm gonna be so happy for that.
Yeah, the way they're talking about, he'll probably be in Venom too. He'll make a cameo because Sony is also trying to do their own Spider-Man universe, but also combine it with Marvel, so it's kind of like all together. So
but
possibly Venom could be in a Marvel movie in the future too.
Like, what if Spider-Man is in with Venom in the movie, and like they fight in the beginning of the movie, and then they team up to take down Carnage?
Yeah, another thing I saw with the new Rockstars with Eric Voss is, J. Jonah Jameson is back now, and his son was actually killed
by a symbiote.
Yeah, he was actually the flying the spacecraft. Yeah, they came back with the symbiotes that crashed and died. So they were talking about,
He wasn't dead when he crashed. The symbiote was inside of him, so it kept him alive. But then they took him in the ambulance, and then like he woke up.
No, that was the girl.
No, that was the guy. J. Jonah Jameson, the J. Jonah Jameson's son was inside the ambulance.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was a new Rockstars. He was inside the ambulance, and the girl was driving the ambulance. Then he grabbed the girl, and the symbiote went inside of him, and then she swerved. The ambulance started rolling, so the J. Jonah Jameson's son died, but the lady came back because, it healed her, and you saw her leg pop back into place and all that.
Yeah, that might be right. I guess I was kind of remembering it differently, but the thing I heard is that Tom Hardy's going to come back as Venom, and he's going to know about that, and then J. Jonah Jameson's going to go after them, and then somehow he's going to get a symbiote. That would be crazy. And they have to fight him because he's mad because the symbiote that came back and, killed his son is now Venom, and now he wants to get revenge on Venom and Spider-Man. That could be a possibility.
But the symbiote that was inside of him, that was inside of J. Jonah Jameson's son, was the one that the Indian guy took.
I know, but
His name was Wright.
There are other symbiotes, though.
There's the yellow one, the red one, the black one.
But like in the comics, there's a lot.
It's a whole... In space, it's a whole nother village.
It's a whole planet of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of something interesting to think about, that somehow J. Jonah Jameson could get involved and somehow get a symbiote and, like I said, fight Venom and Spider-Man because he wants to get revenge for his son dying. That's a possibility for a future movie.
For a future movie, but in Venom 2, they're going to fight Carnage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but yeah, I don't think Carnage will die. Carnage will definitely probably live on, and then, like I said, JJ will possibly get a symbiote suit, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome. He's gonna be so mad.
And then like I said, we already talked about Spider-Man and Venom also continuing in their own universe.
Wait, but I have something about Doctor Strange 2. Mm-hmm. I know that this is totally different of Spider-Man, but I was thinking, like when we were talking about Doctor Strange 2, about Wanda and Doctor Strange teaming up. What if they go back in time? So when Vision was before he died, and then but Galactus came in and they had to fight Galactus.
No, I don't think they're gonna bring Galactus in right now. I think Galactus is gonna be later. Maybe he'll be teased, kind of like Thanos.
Or what if the Silver Surfer comes?
I think all that's going to be tied in with Fantastic Four. I think they're saving that for future when they bring in Fantastic, because those are Fantastic Four villains. Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer's not a villain.
And Galactus. I know. Well, he is in the beginning because he starts off serving Galactus to kill. He finds the planets for Galactus to absorb their power and destroy.
He was Galactus' servant.
I got it. It's his herald. That's what they call it. He's a herald of Galactus. And he was, Galactus came to destroy his planet, and he offered to serve him and find plans for him to destroy and eat. And that's when he became a Herald of Galactus. But eventually he does turn. As far as the movie goes, I think the comics are a little bit different. But he does start off as like a villain.
What if they bring in Dormammu?
Yeah, well, I think we're getting a little bit too far ahead of ourselves. But I do think Dormammu could come back. But as far as Spider-Man and Venom, like I said, they're set for 2 more movies. A solo Spider-Man to finish off his trilogy. And then a future Marvel movie, which we're not sure exactly. Could be a cameo, possibly. But as far as that goes, that's all we know for right now. Yeah, anything else you want to add?
Spider-Man can't have kids.
Why is that?
Because the radioaction. It's not child friendly. It's
okay.
Radioaction.
That was pretty random.
Well, because I was thinking about the future with the kids in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about the Spider-Man can't have kids.
I don't know. Maybe Spider-Man could miraculously have kids one day. You never know.
He killed Mary Jane trying to have a kid, but okay.
But I think we're going to go ahead and end the video there. This is our thoughts and just the news for right now on Spider-Man. But we'll definitely do another video in the future. More information comes out.
Yeah.
All right. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Bye.